So excited to meet you.
Thank you,
Yeah,
likewise.
absolutely. So what was your absolute first thought when they first asked you to host?
Yeah, probably like, are you sure they got the right person? But I don't really share a name with too many other people, so I guess I was like, oh, they probably. No, I was very flattered and very honored, and then of course I think inevitably comes this like, can I pull this off? Do you think I could do this? It's live to air. It's a massive audience, and and it's going to be an exciting night. But of course, hosts are in the hot seat. Hosts are, it's like the potential for fallout, especially in this day and age of online discourse and everyone trying to get their opinion. It can be rough out there.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, I know you're literally a superhero, but are you nervous?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think people. I'm a part of an industry that like we go away for 4 months, 6 months. We make a movie without showing anyone, and then we cut it together, and then we show it. So it's different when it's live to air, and you don't get to hide behind a character. It's just you and your jokes, and you either make people laugh or you don't. You kind of can tell right in the moment. It's nerve-wracking and it's scary. What I always try to ground myself in is I remember what it was like to host SNL. And I always go back to SNL because it was the best time of my life, and also because it's the relevant experience, right? It's like we had a week to like not only do the monologue but come up with all of these sketches and learn how to do the quick changes and the wardrobe and yeah, somehow somewhere in the middle of it all figure out how we're going to deliver a monologue and make people laugh.
Yeah.
So I feel like we had like maybe 3 days with the monologue to like make it what it was, and then it was Saturday. And then you're like, all right, well, the camera's rolling. What are you going to do? Sink or swim?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a training ground for that.
Yeah, definitely. So if I just kind of think back to that and let that anchor me, I really did come out of that on Saturday night, or I guess by that time it was Sunday morning, but feeling like, oh, I could do anything. I can do anything now, truly.
Yeah, absolutely.
This like mix of live theater and variety show and comedy and sketch and everything just condensed in such a short time live. I was like, all right.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, throw it at me.
Yeah, and then you're also nominated, so for your role in Barbie. So how are
Sure.
How are you feeling about that?
I feel like they were very nice to me. I feel like they did that they were very kind and generous, and I'm very honored. But I have no expectation of winning. I look at the people that are nominated for Movie Performance of the Year, which is a big deal. And there were, far more deserving nominees than me, and rightfully so. This was a great year for fans across, TV, movies, sports, music. The fans really got to have it all this year, and there's so many different things to celebrate.
Yeah.
And I will happily be a part of that celebration as a host.
Well, for the record, I liked it. But
Thank you. Thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
absolutely. Is there a category you're most excited to announce?
Most excited to announce. I've got a bunch. We have new categories this year. We have male and female Latin artist of the year, which is so incredible that we get to celebrate Latin music. We have a number of K-pop nominees as well. Jungkook is nominated 4 times. For a BTS fan like me, I'm like, that's sick. We're starting to see, more representation in K-pop just across the board. We got Stray Kids on there, which is really awesome. I don't know if New Jeans is New Jeans in there somewhere. We can check on that. We can fact check that. But regardless, I think K-pop making more and more waves in the scene and in pop culture in general is really cool from a representational standpoint, and in the standpoint of their music is really freaking catchy and awesome.
Definitely. And then you've also got some cool performances too happening.
Yeah. We're honoring Lenny Kravitz as the music icon this year, of course, rightfully so, and he's going to do a medley for us of some of his greatest hits, of which there are so many. But I get to be a part of the audience and just be a fan in appreciating that. It's really, really incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there anyone you're really excited to see in the audience or hoping to see out of all the nominees?
I think we're Barbie's nominated a lot of times, a lot, and for what it's worth, I adore Margot and Greta, and I think they're such visionaries and just so incredible in what they had to do to shepherd this project to get it greenlit by a major movie studio and to get the sign off on a massive toy company to be like, hey, we're gonna do something really different with this brand and this character. Just knowing the battles that they had to fight and how strongly they had to believe in that vision. I hope that they're there. I hope that they get all the love from the fans.
Yeah.
And that they get to celebrate with the people who were truly like moved and touched by the message of the movie.
Yeah, absolutely. Is your family gonna be watching you host?
I think so. You know, my parents these days they're both retired. And they love cruises. They just sent me, they just landed in Sao Paulo a couple of days ago, so they're on a cruise over there.
I love that.
And if they're not busy just like tanning on a boat somewhere, I feel like they'll watch it. But
Yeah.
No, they're kind of living their best life right now, which I appreciate.
love them.
They've led tough lives as immigrants, and I'm here for this era of the third act, their retirement.
Absolutely. My dad's also an immigrant from the Philippines.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Retired
yeah.
recently too, so
Oh, cool,
maybe
cool.
they'll see each other on a cruise.
Yeah,
someday.
yeah. Is he a big cruiser?
He is not, but I don't know. Maybe he'll start to.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
knows?
It's a bit. I hear it's the craze with retirees.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the all-inclusive element. It's like all-inclusive. You get there and everything you need is handled for you. I think it's that idea of like, he's like, I've just spent my whole life working so hard, and now.
Exactly. So, random question.
Yeah,
if you could
sure.
come up with your own category for the People's Choice Awards, like anything, what would that be?
You know what? I think with the momentum that K-pop has gotten, I feel like K-pop should have its own category.
Yeah.
Right? Best male and best male K-pop like group or artist and best female.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think we should. I would love for us to be celebrating that, and we are.
Yeah.
But for them to have their own categories would be awesome.
Yeah, I agree. That would be really
Yeah,
cool. Definitely. Yeah. And then, what's the best part about getting to host?
The best part is getting to celebrate with specifically with this show, getting to celebrate with the fans on the things that they actually watched and the things that moved them. And I feel like, you know, depending on what you watch, you know, and not to say that like obviously, you know, all these award shows are incredible in that we get to honor like truly incredible work, incredible filmmakers, incredible artists. The People's Choice is about what moved us as a population. What were we touched by? What were we galvanized by? What we felt like got us up out of our seats or into the seat of a movie theater or a concert venue, you know? And so it's celebratory by nature in like just what we as a collective wanted to kind of stand up for or raise our hands for. And I get to celebrate that with the fans at Barker Hangar, and I get to take them through their night where we get to look back on the year and celebrate all these amazing things.
Yeah, and like you said, there's a lot more representation too in new categories, and it's really weird to see. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm really excited. Thank you so much, and it was so great speaking
Thank
to you.
you. Thank you. You too.
Absolutely.
The activists, directors, comments and the lectures, fanboys, professional artists and professors. Maybe a nerd who's just like you, talking about the things that you like too. So I invite you to the NOC. In full color, you see me. The Hard Knock Life.